Welcome back, YouTube. DG here again. Episode 6 of Kingdoms and Castles. In the last episode, if you watched it all the way to the end, we had a little bit of an invasion, so to speak. We were invaded by Vikings, who had a nice, unfriendly, giant ogre, who came and destroyed this wall we were building down here. So to kick things off, we're going to rebuild, and we're going to continue to flesh out a bunch of farms over here in this corner, because we have some nice fertile ground over here. I do believe this wall down here is going to allow for some good defense. On this side, we were basically unprotected, and that's kind of what happened. We expanded out here a little bit too fast, and then we had Vikings come in and attack from the side. They broke down our wall. They actually came in a little bit. They didn't take anything down inside the area that's protected on the inner walls, so to speak. But we have some rubble that we're going to clean up down here. We're going to make room for some more houses. I think we're going to do some mansions over here to help flesh out our farmland. And then we'll see kind of where it goes from there. Now, if you missed all the other episodes, we basically walked all the way through from start until where we are now. The first 4 iterations are about 10-minute clips just to go through some of the basics. Episode 5 is a little bit longer. We took a break between episode 4 and 5 to actually stream the game over on Twitch. And if you haven't been over the Twitch channel, the link is down below in the description, along with all the other game details and my social links. So if you want to connect outside of YouTube and Twitch, feel free to do so. Get Discord, Twitter, the usual. But we spent a good chunk of time on stream playing through, and we built up a nice little kingdom here for ourselves. And we've decided to expand outward this way. We're going to try and cover as much as we can over here. Again, you can see there's still a lot to cover. A lot we can build on. There's more quarries over here. There's an iron mine, stone quarry, plenty of trees, and all of this beautiful empty land that we can claim for our kingdom. So we're just going to continue to build on through. I'm not sure how long we're going to go. I think I'm going to try and do another half an hour just to see how they progress. You know, those first couple of videos were smaller chunks. Keep it short and simple. The half an hour playthrough is a little bit better in terms of where we are in the game, because not a lot happened the entire last episode until the very end. So not sure what's going to happen, but we will see. So our food supplies are looking good. Our gold stocks are looking wonderful. Everything else is great. Happiness is at 83. We're doing a fair job. Our advisors aren't yelling at us, but we do want to make our people really happy. We're going to throw a couple of festivals. And I think that's one of the things we're going to do over here is build another town square. And you know what? We're going to do this. We're going to delete this farm, and we're going to build that town square over here. This way. When we start building hovels and cottages and mansions over here, we'll be able to have some festivals on this side as well and make the people a little bit happier. Also need to put down some charcoal. I don't want to put it too close. Let's actually put it over here, and then we can also, I was thinking about a stockpile, a small stockpile over here, because the granary is kicking. You can see this granary is full. Our food supplies are ridiculous right now, and I'm thinking a couple of small hovels, maybe one can go right here, because you want to save these for farms because they're nice, fertile. Oh, there's dragon. Where is he? There he is. It's the orange dragon this time. Alright, defenses. Let's protect. Yes, the ballista's going already. Alright. Alright, people. Prepare yourselves. We're gonna have some dragon steaks here in a minute. Kicking off some action. Not even 5 minutes into the video. Alright, he's going all the way out. That's okay. There goes our... Oh, got him. Nice. Well done. Oh, look at that. I didn't know dragons float. Do you know dragons float? Very interesting. Alright, so there's that little hovel that's built over here. Let's do some more. I'm tempted to do farms right here, but at the same time, I really don't want to kill the food too much. We have tons of food, tons of gold, and you can see what we're paying. We're getting total tax revenue of $230 a year. We're paying 72 to our soldiers, 18 to hospitals, and 54 to librarians. Interesting. That's what we need to put over here if we start building more houses. Let's go ahead and toss a library right over here. And then, you know what? We can also do a tavern. But I don't want to waste. That's nice greenage. It's nice fertile soil over here. And I don't want to ruin it. But we can do... Let's do this. Let's put... Do we want a couple of cottages? I'm thinking we could do that. A couple of cottages over here. 1, 2, and then we can take and put the tavern right on the other side. Let's rotate it though. There we go. This way we're putting it on barren land. We don't have to worry about sacrificing any fertile soil or land. Terrible plague. Oh, that's great. Alright, so let's speed it up a little bit here. Hopefully our hospitals, that's the other thing we're going to put over here is a hospital. Just to be safe. So you see that plague sweeps through and people are getting healthy. That's good. There's 2 people over here. Oh, then they're both healthy. Nice. And the winter has fallen. Lovely snow starting to trickle down onto the kingdom. And everything seems to be functioning nicely. We are in year 112. 12 people visited, but only 7 found a satisfactory home. They decided to stay and serve. We appreciate that. Thank you for staying in our kingdom. Oh, we have advisors. What do the advisors say? Military. Good day, sire. Good day, sire. Some of the harvest was ruined. Improving paths to the granary would help. Okay. What paths to what granary? Are they talking about the ones on the inside? Because there's one here. Alright, so we have to check floods too because it's raining. Make sure none of our farmlands are flooding over here. I know we had some farmlands flood over here that we permanently removed that we did not rebuild. Because they kept flooding over and over again. So I'm going to put it back up to 3. Kick it off a little bit. So that was really nice. We had some dragon interaction. We successfully took out the dragon. The wall is almost complete. And I think we're going to have to do another treasury. That's what we're going to... So, alright, let's do this. Back down to 1. Let's do our treasury. I'm going to put the treasure room right next to the library. Because those hovels, or the cottages are built. The hospital's being built. The tavern is almost done. We have a nice well over here. There's a well right there. Okay, so we're covered on our basics. The food stocks are doing really nicely. Tempted to put another one on the backside right here. Actually, these are all fertile. Very fertile, very fertile. Alright, so we're going to save back here. We're going to do another apple orchard when we need to on the backside. But for now, we're going to keep it. And there's year 113. We have 13 new peasants, if you will. Oh, peasants. Thank you for coming to the kingdom. We could not do this without you. We appreciate you. So we're at about just 10 minutes in. I'm going to keep on going there. There's the floodland. You can see some of the areas flooding. And that there we go. There's a couple of farms that flooded that we're going to have to replace. There's another one over here that flooded. Oh, there's a couple. Great. That's right. Once the rain is over, we're going to kick the speed back down to 1. We'll leave it at 1. Come on, rain. You can stop anytime now. There we go. So now these we're going to have to destroy. Let's get rid of them. And we're going to leave them demolished. Because I'm afraid they're going to flood again once we rebuild them. And it rains again. We want to try to avoid that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put that orchard, like we talked about. Oh, we don't have enough roads over here. Ugh. Fantabulous. But what we can do is put it over here. There we go. So they'll build that. Hospital's done. Tavern is done. We have 37 idle people, so we still have plenty that we can build. We'll put it on medium speed, kick it up just a little bit. This treasury is currently tax rate of 2. That's beautiful. 77. Not everyone has access to a church or a library. Okay, so let's go back down to 1. Just let's take a quick look. Why are they not happy? Residents want neighbors. Okay. Minus 24 happiness because of the tax. Okay, they want neighbors. Okay, so you want some neighbors. Let's go ahead and chop this. Chop this. We're gonna put a small, just a small hovel right next door. Oh, here comes the rain again. This is almost clear. There we go. Build that hovel so they have neighbors. And why are you unhappy? They have everything. Town square, church, well access, road access, neighbors, and charcoal. But you're still kind of yellowish. That's weird. Okay, well. Overall happiness is at 77. And we have tons of gold, so we're doing a 3-wide festival. We're gonna hit that one. We're gonna hit this one. And then we're gonna come over here on the far end by the statues, and we're gonna hit that one. And I do believe that our walls are done, so we need to put some defense on top before we get raided again. And there's some more plague. Lovely. Alright, so let's put a couple of chamber... Ooh. So we gotta build a chamber of war over here. We can do that. Can I squeeze it? On the backside. Oh, fire. Put it out. Put out that fire. Don't let it burn. Alright, so we're gonna put that chamber of war over here. Where did it... I thought we had a chamber of war over here. What happened? Was it destroyed? I guess it was destroyed. Weird. Weird. Alright, so let's go ahead and hide the happiness meters. Or I should say the overlay, the color overlay. The heat map, if you will. So we're on 3. We're going to build this chamber of war. Let's watch the progress on this. And what do our advisors say? Growing happy. Church or library. Okay. Harvest is still... You know, they keep complaining about the harvest, but overall the food stocks are not down to 0, so people aren't starving. Our happiness hovering right around 77. Kind of goes up over 80 every once in a while. But seeing churches. So we could put a church over here. Put it on the backside. Right there. I think that'll work. Alright, so we'll put up the church over here. This way churches are covered because the other church is way over here, I think. Where did we put the other church? Right here. So it doesn't cover way out here, which is okay. Did we put another church over here? I don't think so. So we're going to have to do that too. Because we started to expand over here a little bit, but we kind of neglected that. and came over here because the land was a little bit more fertile. So we're going to finish all the... We got the war chamber over here. We got the church over here being built. Still have 32 idle, which is great. More than enough hands on deck to build. Although they are walking quite a way to get all of their supplies. That's alright. You know, I wonder if we could... No, yeah, cross here wouldn't really make too much of a difference. And there's the harvest. Lovely. See, the harvest keeps going up. It's not capping out at 1150 for what our total capacity is right now. So it's pretty decent. Again, peasants aren't starving. Happiness is relatively good. Harvest again. Improved paths. Growing happy. Church or library. Okay, so we know that we need some churches and libraries over here. We have one library. We don't have the church, though, so we're going to have to put another church way over here. But in the meantime, let's have some more festivals. Why not? We've got the gold. All of the townsfolk are extremely productive. They are very happy. There we go. Happy people. A happy people equals a prosperous people. So we've rebuilt what we intended to do. Nice. Our Chamber of War is complete. That's awesome. And then the church needs to finish. So we should have more hands on that now. We can see the little purple diamonds over the heads that are working on the church. There's the harvest again. Well, gold stocks are doing pretty good at 2. I think all of our treasure rooms are at 2. Tax rate of 2, so we're going to keep them there. Total stores of 3,000 capacity for gold. We have not reached that yet. We will get there eventually. But once this church is finished, then we're going to go ahead and throw some ballistas and archers up top. And you know what? Actually, we're going to do that now. We want the ballistas on the outside because they have less range. So 1, 2, and then we're going to put archer towers in the middles. 1, 2. There we go. Let those build. So then we have protection over on this side. And I'm not really a big fan of walling everything off. So I think we're just gonna we'll run the road out and connect and maybe come across because this is all barren. I think if we do another crossroad this way and then we can come all the way across, bridge over to this side over here, which I think over the next couple of episodes that's what we're gonna focus on. There's the harvest. Let's go back and see what they say. They're growing happy. Still church and library. Yeah, we're working on those. Oh, plague. There goes the plague. Hopefully the hospital will help. Let's see happy faces, not skull bone faces, please. We don't want people dying. Nice, the church is almost done. Waiting for 2 wood. Let's go build that 2 wood. Here they come. Ah. Nice. The church thanks you for your donation. Let's give a couple of donations. There we go. Why not? Keep the church happy. Donate to the church. Keeps the people happy. 72, 73. All right. So they're recovering from the plague. The plague brought down happiness quite a bit. We have our defense. So I think now we need to build a church over here because we have the library. Let's zoom in just a little bit. We have the library. We have the treasure room over here. It's also a 2 tax rate. And I think the church is going to be good. First of all, we need to clear out some land. Let's do that first and foremost. And just for a quick timer note, we're at about 20 minutes right now. We're going to continue onward this way. We're going to place a church. Ah, Ibanolus Violante has died of old age. You will be missed, but you will be remembered. Alright, so we have it on 3 speed. Let's clear out these trees so we can build some more roadways out this way. Plenty of idle workers, as you can see. Let's clear this land. Up. Rain. Rain, rain. Go away. Got to keep an eye on those farms. Alright, so they're chopping everything down. Any floods yet? I don't see any yet. I think we're okay for now. We're going to come back again in a minute and check just to be safe. But I'm going to keep an eye so we can put in roads, stone roads, all the way out. There we go. And then, if we're kind of planning out for... That road's going to take us out into this quadrant. We can start building over there. And if we do a crossroad, first of all, let's take that down. And we're going to do a crossroad this way. We can come all the way out, because once we get over here in later episodes, we're kind of doing a little bit of sim strategy and planning. That's kind of a thing if you're a simulation game player, the planning aspect of where you're going to build. So we're going to take and just run this road all the way across. This way we can sneak a couple of smaller buildings in there. May put a forester over here somewhere. Oh. Dragon, where are you at? Here we go. Alright, so that's 2 dragons now in this episode, which is pretty awesome. Here comes the dragon. Dragon and the ominous thunder and lightning. There goes our defenses, firing up. Take that dragon out. Do it. You're not going to survive. Good night, sweet dragon. Right onto those houses. Well, chop them up. Everybody can have some dragon scale armor. And some dragon steaks. Delicious. So happiness is up now to 87, which is awesome. But onward to building over here. The roads are almost complete. We're going to take and build a church, because we already have the library. So we're going to build a church over here. Right in the center. Right, perfect. And then, you know, we don't really need charcoal. We have charcoal. 2 of them right here. Rock removal we're going to need for all of these. Clear out the iron mine. But not yet. As you can see, all of our other stores have been ridiculous. Tools. Tools are good. Plenty of armaments. Plenty of... Wait, tools. Tools. This one is iron. Charcoal. Stone. And plenty of stone. So what we're going to do is... I think, similar to the other wall that we put on the other end, we're going to do one over here. And I think this is a good spot. So first we're going to take and put our stone gate right here. And then walls next to it. 5 up. 5 up on each side. Beautiful. So now that's going to take some time to build. It will be fortified on both ends. And I think eventually what we'll do is we'll do corner defense here. We're going to have to put some form of defense over here. And that's beautiful. And it's going to be similar here. Kind of put some corner defense over here and here. As well as here. I'm not really going to do a whole lot of planning over here yet because this is a little far off. I think that's episode 10 plus, perhaps. But I mean, it's looking good. What do the advisors have to say? Let's check in. The dragons are no match for our might. Military advisor, you are correct. No place to put it. Yeah, we need more stockpiles for the wood. That's okay. We can do that. Harvest is still being complained about. But they're happy. Happiness is at 100%. Well, was it 100%? And if you missed over something where I'm checking out stats, feel free to pause at any time to check those things out. Like when I'm clicking on houses and looking at different things, you can see the taxes and the happiness, how much food they have in their pantry and all that good stuff. Also want to take this time to point you down to the description below. You can see all the game information. There's a link to the Steam store where you can pick up Kingdoms and Castles. There's also a link to all of my other social channels down there as well. You can see me on Twitch if you want to check me out when I'm live streaming. You can also connect with me on Twitter for updates and non sequitur information. And you can also jump on my Discord where you can chat with other like-minded gamers. You can get up groups if you're playing other games that I play on Twitch or wherever I may be playing them at the time. Sometimes I just tend to play them, not on YouTube, not on Twitch, for my own enjoyment. Would you believe that? So the agriculture is still complaining, and that's fine. Also be sure to subscribe if you like the content. Click the bell so you get the notifications when I put up more content, and drop a like. The final piece is feedback. I'm always looking to grow the channel in terms of quality, in terms of content. So leave me some info down below. Let me know if you like it, if you don't like it, something you might like to see with Kingdoms and Castles. If there's a game that you like to play that you want to see some content for, let me know. I'm open to all suggestions. Really looking to just grow the channel, put more content out there for people across the board in the gaming community in general. So as our kingdom continues to build, our walls are going to be fortifying. And I think in our next episode, we're going to be planning out a little bit further to start tapping into some of these other pieces of the island that are untouched. And we're at year 122, and Moshe Dita has died of old age. Another one gone but not forgotten. Again, if you like the content, let me know. I'm always looking for the feedback. We're going to have plenty more episodes coming. And I think we're going to be keeping it on this 30-minute-ish schedule, because it tends to work out a little bit better here, playing further deep into the game. In the beginning stages of the game, it's kind of easy to make 10-minute clips on the first steps and first stages of a game like this. But as you grow and progress in a simulation game, it gets a little bit more in-depth, a little bit more micromanaging, which lends itself towards having a little bit of a longer video. So if you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. Either way, I'm listening, I'm here, and we'll see you next time.